Hello, this is our big finale, our grand wrap up of our heroine's journey. This segment is called So What Now for a reason, because we have to take our idea we're spreading that was born in the brain and we have to spread it out in the world. That's what makes it a contribution. Now remember, I want you to show, first of all, how your idea worth spreading gave your audience permission to act on it. In my example, it was, is it possible? Those of us who grew up without voice, without presence, without visibility, we are uniquely qualified. We are highly motivated to lend our voice to a source of suffering that cannot speak for itself, precisely because who knows better than we do what it feels like to be capable, completely incapable of giving our own suffering, our own injustice a voice. Now that's permission. What was formerly owning us through shame, we are claiming as a superpower. We are entitled to go out and speak. Then I'm going to tell the audience exactly what I want them to do. I want them to do two things, which is really two sides of the same coin. I want them to speak up in their everyday life. I'm going to give 3 small steps to get there. You don't probably have time for 3 small steps, but tell your audience exactly what you want them to do. After they're good and ready and speaking up in their everyday life, I'm going to say, I believe the path to finding your voice on stage begins with the path to finding your voice in your everyday life. So I'm asking you to speak up in your everyday life. Then I'm asking you to speak up on stage. My grand finality, my call to action is a question. If you take one thing, just remember one thing from my speech tonight. It is blankety blankety blank. You're just going to have to wait and listen for it. I'm going to end with what I consider a deeply soul-stirring invitation. Then I'm going to ask silence a question. So I want you to listen for these parts. The first part, how we take our idea we're spreading and give the audience the invitation to act. How the world is better for this action. Secondly, I'm going to ask of you exactly what I want you to do. I want you to speak up in your everyday life. I want you to speak up on stage. Finally, I'm going to conclude with what I consider, for me, a soul-stirring invitation. And my final question is of silence. So listen for those 3 parts. Let's go.